All right, welcome, welcome. Strange title, I know. No, I'm not late. You're late. What are you talking about? Yeah. Hi. Um, yeah. So I got fired. Then that's not clickbait. I actually got fired. I can pull out my what it's called a C4 in Belgium. I can. What the fuck? I don't wanna hear myself. Thank you. I can pull out my C4 if you would like to, but yeah. So I got fired. That's basically all I can say right now. I am, as of now, unemployed. What job did I get fired from? My 9 to 5. My actual job. Not anything YouTube related. My actual breadwinner and my actual, like, way of living and sustaining myself. Negotiation failed. Cygnus is fired. I saw that comment. Nice one. I like it. But yeah, it's important because I made an announcement yesterday as well, but it's important to talk about this stuff because it can affect the channel. I'm not saying it will because at the moment I still have one video in production which could come out on Friday. But if I don't find a job in any meaningful way or a meaningful span of time, I would have to stop doing what I'm doing and focus fully on any sort of money-making venture, which would be, I don't know, just cleaning houses, I guess. I have a mortgage. I have a house above my head. I have costs. I need to make sure that those are met before I spend anything on my very talented editor, my very, very talented people who make my thumbnails or the art for my thumbnails. I think it's in the IT sector. No, it's not the IT sector. I was a print operator, and I would like to be a print operator again if I got the time. I will not disclose who I worked for. People who know, but it was just it was a mistake that I made, and one mistake cost me my entire job. So yeah. Did you get from where it's from? No, I didn't. Sorry. But yeah, for channel reasons, if you see an upload less, I do apologize. I just have a lot of things going on. So I have been busy today. I have uploaded a short, which already got some weird comments, but whatever. And I've been busy doing other stuff, like trying to... What's the... Here's for coffee, also make people subscribe. Thank you, Captain Derp. Don't spend all your money. Don't misconception this stream as, hey, give me money. I'm just saying, there is going to be, even if 20 of you go to my Patreon and give me $20 a month, I appreciate that, and I will make sure that there's content for that kind of stuff if I have the time. But I'm not here to ask you for your money. I appreciate it, though. I'm not gonna say no, but I appreciate it. But this is not me begging for money. It's me saying, yo, there might be an issue, fam. Print operator, yeah. I am studied as a print operator. I studied as a print operator. I was a print operator. I said the guy's giving money. I mean, yeah, sure. I am. I did my job with a lot of passion. A lot of people don't know what they want to do in life, right? I knew what I wanted to do in life very quickly. I wanted to be a printing press operator. I was on a Heidelberg 105 XL, which was one of the like Rolls Royce of the printing world, and it was a very nice time. I appreciate everyone that I worked with over there. I'm gonna miss them. Honestly, I'm gonna miss them. I think I cried a little bit too much, but yeah. Cygnus lore. Yeah. Do you like potatoes? If this is a joke about Pebble being a potato, Pebble is a rock. See? It's not a potato. But yes, I like potatoes. Who doesn't fucking love potatoes? Even in liquid form, man. Vodka is fucking nice. But yeah. That's the lore drop, I guess. I just got fired for making one mistake too many. I mean, this serves as it's time for a little bit of a rant, right? This also serves as a little bit me coping with the fact that I'm now unemployed. What the fuck do unemployed people do all day? I mean, I'm not shaming people who can't get a job. It is really hard to get a job, as I'm finding out right now, in this economy. But what do you do all day? I hate being at home the entire day. What the fuck do I do? What are the GPUs on the wall? A 970 and a 960. My first ever GPU and my first ever GPU that I used on a second computer. Would you accept potatoes as donations? Yes, because I can feed myself. But yeah, there might be some hope on the horizon. I am talking with some very nice people to at least get a part-time job for now and sustain myself, because I have a lot of what mistake did I make? Where you got fired? Yeah, I don't know. The YouTube YouTube isn't gonna pay the bills. YouTube makes me. You want to know how much I make on YouTube? A lot of people shy away from showing this, but I don't mind. I really don't mind. Give me a second. Going to YouTube Studio right now. I need to set my screen to 1080p. 1 second. The mistake I'll get in the wait for government. I am not entitled for government money. That's also an issue. Okay, so let's go to this, right? Where's my little, oh, there we go. Okay, you know what? This is what I make. I make 264 euros. 100 of that is going to Drowned this month already because he edited the video. 60 of that is going towards the thumbnail artist. So I got $100, 100 euros to live off. That's not enough. But yeah. You're Dutch, right? Yep, ik ben helemaal Nederlandstalig. Belgisch, niet Nederlands, sorry. €2. Yes, baby. Wait for government. Okay, so the way they fired me. So I made a mistake. So let's be real here. I don't have any animosity towards the company I come from. I loved what I did there. I loved the experience. It was very nice. Emma, cool creator, money, fun. Thank you very much, Emma. You didn't have to do that. But that goes a long way. Thank you. I also saw that you were a member now, so welcome. Check out the blooper stuff. How much for the 970? Dude, I don't think that thing works anymore. Like like a tenner, and it's yours. I can send it for free. I don't need it. I don't need you. Well, you hide direction very well. I speak English from like 12th, so not good, mind you, but you can just have it. Just send me your address. I'll send it up. Well, bro, start doing team with sponsorship. I would rather life leak myself. So what was the mistake I made? So, if for context, there were 3 separate times where I had to, if you are skilled enough, the job is looking for you. It makes sense to improve your skills specifically. You will also have safety cushion. Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna be without a job for long. It's just that the job that I do is very sought after. I already got 3 emails from other companies saying like, yo, come work here. The issue is transportation, getting there, making sure it's not a job, because in my field of work, printing press operating, there are companies out there that will just suck the life out of you, like game development companies as well. You will be, for your youth and your passion, I have a very big passion for what I do. Both YouTube and my printing. I can literally list you the specifics of the press I stood on. I named her Heidi. I named my machine Heidi. I love what I do. The issue is that there are some people who see that love that you do and take it for granted, then just use you to make a buck, and then just wither you away. I've been burned out once already. I'm 25. I'm turning 26 next week. I've already had a burnout. That's what the industry that I'm in. That's just shit. What are your specs? R9, whatever the fuck, X3D, 3070, 128 gigabytes of RAM. I know that's overkill, and a little bit of storage. Least autistic person. Literally, dude. Like, if my machine was not working or cooperating, I would like caress it, and I was like, come on, you can do it, doll girl. Come on. You can do it. I miss her already. I've spoken English with my Finnish friends from like 8 years. Oh, that's cool. Fellow Benelux people, I see. Yeah, I'm from Belgium. But what was I saying? I was saying, right. So the mistake that I made. The first time I went up was because I was printing for pharmaceuticals. So you know that shit's gonna be tight, right? You need to make sure that whatever you do is right. I was painting for pharmaceuticals, and I wasn't doing administrative tasks well enough for their standards, which is honestly a very, very valid thing to say. I should do my administration in a life or death situation, right? Not that I endangered anyone, but it was just administrative things. All right. Second time I went up was because a plate was not. You have like this plate you have to put in the machine and it rotates, and if it comes out, I swear Pebble is a seal. No, it's a rock. Hey Heb. Hallo Heb. Hoe gaat die, man? Ik weet nog jouw reactie, man. But what was I saying? Okay, so the second time was I didn't position a plate correctly, which had to be like fastened very hard, because if that got loose, one of those presses costs, I think, 6 to 8 million to do to have it, and then it's 1 million if something big happens to it, right? But yeah, I didn't do that correctly, which wasn't really true. I just didn't tighten it just right, which wasn't an issue for a lot of people. Hello, hey, Necromancer King. And then the third time I went up, it was because of attitude and what was the other one? I think quality issues. Now let's be real here. When there is an issue, which I have, like if I have an issue with something with my press and it doesn't get fixed, is that still, holy shit, Kiz, dude, Gizler, my man, you don't need to do that. Holy fuck, I just said I'm not begging for money, Kiz. Now I'm looking like I'm begging for money. You're fired. No, I'm joking. I love you. Thank you. That is very nice. That will certainly help. Thank you. Hey, big love, big man. Why are you not a VIP? Give me a second. I need to fix that. I need to fix that. Thank you, Kizzy. Add as moderator. There we go. Thank you, Kizzy. Damn. Hello. Yeah, that is crazy. I cannot. That literally caught me off guard. Holy shit. Thank you very much. Okay, what was I saying? Because that... I'm not used to getting shit, so sorry. That's $50. One membership is $1, so Kiz is cooking. Yeah, he is. I was saying that in order to... I was making a little bit too much mistakes, but at a certain point, if your machine is broken, is the thing that breaks and thus causes issues with quality still your fault? Yes, I should have seen that there was an issue with the paper, but after a while, if I've seen it 20, 50, 60 million times on that day alone, after a certain while, I'm not going to pay attention to it. So I went up, and they went like, yeah, you need to make sure that your quality is okay, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, fine. I will do that. So, again, I took what they said. I double-checked, like, hey, if you want to fire me, at least give me a heads up, because then I can look for another job. And I was then assured that, hey, we don't want to fire you because we don't find anyone else. There's no outstanding job applications for your position. We don't want to get... Man, those hanging CPUs give me anxiety. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. My coffee machine is broken. Is it my fault that I don't even drink coffee? Exactly. But that... thanks for the membership. Yeah, thanks, kids, for the membership. But that's the thing I was sitting at. Like, I had the feeling I would get fired because one of the other things was I wasn't at my machine nearly enough. And that was the reason why there was quality issues, which, in my opinion, wasn't true because I saw everything that happened. So I again took what they said. I had the reassurance that they wouldn't... Cute frog, thank you. Oh my god, thank you so much. You have trouble? You didn't have to do that. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. That is 50. I gifted the entire stream twice now. Yeah, twice over. That is that's nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. Everyone who is now a member, please go watch the blooper videos. They're hilarious, and I want you to look what I have in store for members. Don't let this membership go to waste. Go to the blooper stuff. You have a month. There's not a lot. There's more stuff coming, and I'll make sure that more stuff is coming. Please look at that stuff so that you get the most of what you just have been given. But that's insane. Thank you so much, You Have Trouble, and thank you. Let me click on that. Thank you, Warpiton, for becoming a member. I hope you enjoyed the extra content and the early access. Oh yeah, all of you are getting early access now. That's funny. Fuck. I am okay. So, okay. I'm not gonna cry on camera. I'm not Markiplier. Should I get a ukulele? No. Hello, hey GB. So, what ended up happening was that they were saying like, holy shit, why is there so much mistakes coming from your name? And I was like, okay, this and that was the issues. There's issues with my press. You're not fixing them. So, yeah, make sure your receive gifts are turned on. So I had issues with like quality, and I accepted that I had issues with ukulele stream. Now I'm member 2. Welcome. I don't have it. I'm at 75, 50. Sorry, man. I might give 50 back just to like fuck with it, I guess. But what I was saying was that there was a quality issue with me because the machine was broken, but also because I was a little bit careless at some points, I will admit. Now, at a certain point, there is paper sheet thickness. Like you have these papers, these like writing papers. I can feel how thick this is. This is 90 grams or 80 grams uncoated. 80 grams uncoated. So, that means we print pharmaceutical leaflets. Those are usually 40. That is half the thickness of this is a pharmaceutical thingy-majiggy, right? So they have to be a specific thickness or they won't get folded correctly into the thing, right? At a certain point, someone, I'm not gonna point the blame at anyone, but at a certain point, there was a roll of 50-gram paper, which is slightly thicker, on a spot where 40-gram paper should be. And either I took it or someone else took it and put it on my machine. And I printed an order that was supposed to be on 40 grams on 50 grams paper. Now you might say that, oh, yo, that's like 10 grams difference. What's the difference? You can't feel it. Like if you're not a trained press operator, you won't feel it. Or if you're not handling 40 grams every day, you will notice 50 grams. You will not notice that. But the thing that was happening was there was supposed to be a control system that would tell me that the thing was broken. That didn't function. There was so the thing that was supposed to warn me didn't function. And the other thing was that the place where it's supposed to be 40 grams, there was a roll of 50 grams. Paper is expensive. Yes, it is. So I printed a 40 grams order in 50 grams. That went to a client. The clients send it back. Yeah, that's RAM sticks. 16 gigs in total. The clients send it over. Client got it. He wanted to use it, but it was way too thick for the box, so it wouldn't fit, so the client couldn't use it. They sent it back, and they decided to terminate me on that. After giving me a week... Thank you, Necromancer King, for becoming a member. Do you have a cat? Yes, I do. Yeah, I'll get him in a second. They decided to terminate me on one mistake after giving me 1 week to amend myself. Should I have seen that? Yes, but if all the safety guards around me... The entire point of safeguards is to have human error out of the equation. I am human. I'm gonna make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, right? Dude's gonna have more of this stream than an entire month of YouTube revenue. That's actually true. I've already made more. They decided to terminate my cute frog. Hey, that's the frog from Young Nick Rung. By the way, if you don't know, I have a podcast. I have a few episodes already. Young Nick Young is coming on the podcast either next week or the week after that. If you want a full talk of me and Young Nick Young from Young's Better Minecraft and stuff, it will be on that podcast. But again, they decided to terminate me on that because their fail-safes failed. And I failed. And I failed the company, and thus I am fired. I am fired in such a way that doesn't allow me to get social benefits. I am fired in a way. I go give this a sub. Thank you, over lol. What country are you in? Belgium. I got fired in a way where I don't get any social benefits. I don't get paid for the rest of the month. I am just terminated on standing foot. And that makes me basically... I'll link the podcast one second. The way I have been terminated basically makes me ineligible for any social programs. So that basically just leaves me with one option, which is finding work as soon as possible so I don't get, like, screwed, basically. Because, let's be real here, if I don't find a job real quick, I mean, bills are expensive. You can't find it. I'm going to try and find it. Again, I have no animosity towards them, but I would like to fucking live. Keep in mind, this is a very high-paying job as well. The reason I never needed... I have Lagless as a sponsor, which if you really want something in return by supporting me, go to them. Like, giving money, I love it here. I love that you give money on this platform, but you don't get much in return because we're still working on members-only content. But the money I get from Lagless, the only reason I don't have sponsors or, like, shit ton of shitty ads is because I had money enough. I was making enough. I had enough to invest in this channel. Every single penny that they ever made from YouTube went straight back into the channel. The sponsorship, yeah... The deal normally would be that every video that my editor makes that included a sponsorship, that percentage, I get a monthly sum, a percentage of that monthly sum would go to them. If they make 4 videos in a month, that would be almost all the sponsorship money go to them. And now I can't do that anymore. I need every penny that I get. I've been watching your channel for a good while. Sorry that I have to go through this. I hope things get better for you. Can you give me a quick summary? Thank you, by the way, Cole Keel. I appreciate that. Can you give me a quick summary? Management didn't fix something, and I had to fall. That's basically it. I had made one mistake after... It's also timing, right? If this mistake happened a month later, they wouldn't probably have fired me, but because they likely have to have an explanation for their customers or explanation insurance, yeah, yeah. You mentioned your job was high paying. Didn't you invest in unemployment insurance? Do you mean saving? We don't really have unemployment insurance. In Belgium, if you're fired, you can apply for a social stimulus or a what we call leefloon, which is translated towards a living wage. And yeah, I can't get that. Why can't you get government money? I've been fired under was it? Pressing circumstances. So when I'm fired, hell, dude. I'm trying to say when I'm fired. Oh. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. You don't need to spend your entire wage on me. It's not because I don't get a wage that you should spend your entire wage on me. But yeah, I have been fired for... I hope everybody who just said they were unlucky got it, by the way. Is that how you make a grown man cry? I mean, got a bonus recently. I think you can probably use it more than me. I appreciate it, man. Especially from people who... especially from a person like you who has been supporting me from, like, ever I did Purper. That means a lot. Especially, like, I have made mistakes. I have made some misinformation things and tried to correct it. And I think, yeah, well, I appreciate you, man. I'm watching the stream while playing one of my create mod packs learned from the last mod pack about optimization. Do you have any suggestions about optimizing Forge 1.20.1? Render distance pre-generation. Use something like server optimizer. We use that as well, and use either Bedium, which is a thingamajiggy. But Motivation asks, "How man? Hi man, how are you? Hope you're doing okay. I am doing better now. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people joke at like, oh, we have to go and work again. We're all wage slaves. But I think I was genuinely very happy to be there. I'm not even gonna lie. I was so happy to work there. My colleagues, like, I got to say goodbye to a few colleagues, and one of them cried. And when I cried. And then go put the fries in the bag, bro. Yeah, well, gotta buy a lottery returning this many losses must be the next one is a win, surely. YouTube takes 50% of the subscription, does it? Yeah, does. Or no, wait, I can actually check. Does it live update? Holy fuck, it does not. Memberships. Got all the memberships all of a sudden. YouTube's gonna think like, what the fuck, did this guy get hacked? No, that updates. I think they take like 20% or something. But yeah. Either stupid or top 3 out of 3. YouTube takes 30. Yep, okay. I love what you do, and I wish you the best of luck. Thank you, Motivation. I hope you stick around. Not only for anything. Full-time YouTuber now, I guess. I mean, yeah. Some of the things that I have been offered and looking into are jobs that require me from sitting at home, and then I could focus, but that's not enough to pay the bills. I got Lagless because of you, and so far the best server hoster out there of all the hosters I've tried. Still don't get I still don't have the green name. Sorry, Moosh. But yeah, glad you enjoy Lagless. I'm glad you got something in return. That's the reason I have that affiliate program, not only for money, because you support me, but you also get stuff. Unlucky me, sorry, man. Sounds like a nice working environment. It's just that I just had nice people working there, you know? Like, yeah, we had assholes. Yeah, we had, like, some managers who didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And, time to invest time in more merch designs, maybe. There were some assholes. Every corporation is gonna have assholes. Every corporation is gonna have managers who don't know what they're doing, despite the fact they have studied so long for it. I'm not gonna say my manager didn't know what he was doing. He's just a normal guy. But I just, yeah, a good relationship. One of the people I was there, I basically called her, I basically called her mom as a joke, because every time something was wrong, I went to her and she would give me like good life advice. When I just got in, it was my then partner cheated on me, and I got in and I had some mental issues, and literally just talking to her, and she taught me how to use the press, really helped me get self-confidence. She's also the reason why I started uploading so much again, together with my partner. Like, there was a lull in uploads for a long time because I didn't want to. I thought, fuck it. But then she kind of helped me realize that this was a passion that I wanted to do as well. So, Arvamilla, MC servers, some data packs running on 2 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah. No more than 8 gigabytes. If you use more than 8 gigabytes, you're doing something wrong. Hi, I really hope stuff will settle for you and quickly bounce back. Thank you, Lambda. Hi, Lambda Aurora. Hey, I didn't recognize you. That. Thank you, man. Woman. Fox. I appreciate it. Yeah. So, it really sucks. It really sucks. I love to work there, because it was something else than just YouTube. It was coming out. Even if I said that many times at work as well, because they were all joking at me like, oh, he's going to be a millionaire with that YouTube of his. I'm like, no. No. But even if I could sustain myself with purely doing YouTube, I wouldn't. Because I see what it does to people. People get into the YouTube game, and then they only do YouTube, and they don't come outside. They don't see their family, their friends, and they go hay fever, basically. So what? For that you got fired to life advice. Yes. For that you got fired. To life advice. To yes. 8 gigabytes. So yeah. So yeah. Sorry, man. It's a lot of things at once. I'm also kind of just reeling from what just happened, but didn't say that. I'm just saying that it's a lot of money, at least for me. Yeah, it is. Have you considered going freelance or for the time being? Yes. Hey, Jim Bob. You're a freaking commenter. Thank you for that. Yes, I am. I'm going to re-register myself because CygnusMC is registered as a business. I'm going to register myself as freelancer as well. I'm having a stroke. Lol. Sorry, man. And then I'm going to do some freelancer stuff on the side. Depends on. I already got like an email from a company wanting to schedule a meeting with me, so perhaps. Oh, who wanted to see the cab, by the way? Yeah. Want to say something to the people? Want to say something to people? No, no. Are you gonna bite my instead? Yes, yes you are. Yes you are. All right. Go play, fat ass. What was your job? I'm curious. I was a printing press operator. I printed leaflets. Become a venture capitalist. Yes, baby. Hello, you seem knowledgeable about tech. Would you consider doing a tech channel like Pebble did? Yeah. Maybe. The difference is that I don't know what the fuck I would talk about. What is his or her name? His name is Theodorius von Fluffelbottom III. Theo for his friend. Can interview on Patreon when? You wanna come on an interview, buddy? Huh? No, you wanna bite my hand again, huh? Yeah. Yeah. He's playing. He's playing right now. I can't show you because the camera's stuck, but he's like, can you see him? He's over there. Ooh. Anyway, tech channel will be awesome. I'm gonna do some experiments. I got an experiment which is highly classified and will only be revealed in a while. But yeah, it's 10 gigabytes enough for a create a mechanism with the rain mods, enough to run the pack smoothly. I run a 350 forge based mod pack at 1.20.1 on a lagless server on 8 gigabytes. Fliffle bottom, I love it. That's actually his passport name. I'm going to guess you wouldn't want to. They seem to be hiring. It's an option, but let's be real here. I would really have to declare that I'm part of Lagless if I end up working at Lagless. I think it can be done ethically because there was a discussion. Hang on. Do you plan on go into YouTube now that you have 40 hours a week that are free? I might, but I still need to pay the bills. If it doesn't pay, the basic plan right now. I'm gonna come back on Lagless in a bit. The basic plan right now is I'm going to take the month soliciting and finding a new job. At the time I'm doing that, I've already started work on 3 new videos in scripting, and I'm going to push as much content this month out as possible. Friday is always an upload slot, but when I get a new video, we are 90 views, and yeah, 90. Everybody like. If I get a new video done, I'm going to publish it immediately. I'm not gonna or give early access, of course, but I'm going to start uploading more frequently because I have time now. I'm going to a Ghost concert tonight, so I'm not gonna do it right now. But yeah, I'm going to push out more content and see if I can grow this channel, because let's be honest here, the last few uploads were a bit boring for a lot of people. I have the thing, and also my fixation on Pyro doesn't really help myself, but on the Lagless part, if I do join Lagless, I think I would have to make every video that I do be reviewed by a third party independently, because I then have a conflict of interest. I already kind of do with the money, but with sponsorships, I could just say, no, I'm not going to accept sponsorship for this video. But Mostly asking since I'm making an SMP with friends later on. Yeah, 8 gigabytes is fine. Oh my god, I love Ghost. Ghost is good. God. What other content would you like to make instead of what you're currently uploading? Do you remember the games that I used to review? There was a time where I had game reviews. I want to do that, but I realized I would have a second channel for that, so that's going. Ashak, hey, how's it going? Cygnus, how's it going? Ashak, how are you doing? When the fuck did I get gifted? There are like 150 gift subs, gift memberships gone in here, so yeah, that's why. So with the lagless part, if I would work at lagless, which I'm not gonna say I wouldn't want to, why is your mic low? Mad mic low? It's saying here that I'm peaking at 10 decibels. Maybe up the volume? Mod reviews then. I mean, I already did those. Like vintage story terms reviews. Yeah, and like I did interviews. I have interviews with the creators of X4. I have interviews with the creators of what's this called? With the sapling. I had fuck, I can't come up the name. Others, I had Timberborn. I had a lot of people interviewed, and it didn't take off on this channel because it's Minecraft. So that I should, at least you're in a good country, like me. I'm sorry for that, man. Truly. Yes, the game reviews were fun. What about Minecraft Let's Plays? I don't really play Minecraft. Why is every hybrid server forking paper and not purper? Because paper is a standard and purper is not. Our Hetzler Cloud servers with a 50 Danish krona. I'll go to work. Make sure you have a good day. $6. I'm gonna drink one on your name tonight. I don't see the lagless server site. Give me 1 second. It's lagless.gg. Actually, there's a link in my there's a link in the description of this live stream you can click. I forgot to take that out. No, I'm gonna but yeah, Hetzner Clouds vCPUs. I'm planning no. Shared, no. Dedicated, maybe. Not as good. I depends on what package you get. The very cheap ones are fine for a light server, but I would go for anyone else. Ultra servers is even cheaper than my sponsor Lagless. Ultra servers has like $6 for a server and gives you 4 gigabytes of RAM and 2 or 4 cores, I think. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? I'm gonna probably focus more on YouTube. It was a very shit thing. Reviewing all the hosts want to sponsor me to do Secret Shopper. I'm gonna do Secret Shopper myself. It's dedicated CPU, maybe. Yeah. You should stress test servers with players. I don't know. No, because that's I have been told very clearly that that's not possible, even with players. Virtually dedicated servers. VDS. I mean, yeah. I mean, depends. Epic is always a little bit meh compared to Ryzen's. Is that good enough for an 8 GB server? Yeah. What's up, nerd? Hey, MC Diamond Pro. Diamond MC Pro. I read that wrong. How can I have dyslexia but for words? The fuck is what's it called? Okay, so I was saying that it's really sad because yeah, it's just fucked. I loved working there. Really, I did. And then I just had to stop because of one mistake. And I told them, like, yo, I fucking love working here. Why are you doing this? Like, what did you do? I printed 50-gram paper on an order for 40-gram paper. So, yeah. That was the thing. Do you think running a Minecraft server on an Intel i5 7600K would be okay? Well, it's Intel, so no, but yeah, should be fine. Yeah, for like a small SMP, go for it. Probably summer hosts. What do you mean? So what VPS would you recommend for advanced people purely based on price and performance? That is a good question. The only ones I have seen that would be worth it is OVH's Rises, which are Ryzen-based servers. However, I need to dig into the Dyslexia for words is dyslexia. Shit. I would need to dig in further. I can't really give you a dedicated, like, concrete answer on that because I don't want you to give money to something that isn't tested. You know, like, I would first have to test it myself, see what it does. But yeah, at the moment, I don't have the money for that. So no, I tried to recall, but I wasn't able to get one. I got one. I couldn't get it to work. What mistake did you make? Well, Fry guys, like I said, I printed 50 grams paper on a order that was designated as 40 gram paper, which the client couldn't use, and thus was sent back and with a report. So I printed on the wrong paper because there were multiple save guides that were not in place or were broken, and then I made the last human mistake, which was bound to happen. No, the funny part is, I'm not sure to understand well your situation, but always make sure to check your local employees' employment. I'll get back to that. The funny part is that I had that happen to me twice, and I stopped it because I noticed it in production. The fact that it happened while I already made them aware of the issue twice, officially, and they didn't do anything about it. The answer that I was given was, that's too much work. This is all non-officially, because if I decide to go after them for my pay, then they can just use this. But again, I don't have any wrong animosity towards them. I just think they're better things, right? As for the local employment laws, they fired me on pressing reasons, which is funny because I operate a printing press. And they that bars me from getting any compensation. I can't get any compensation with you know how it's in like the military where they dishonorably discharge you and that's a really bad look and you can't get anything? That's what I've gotten. For one mistake. For a single mistake, I've gotten a sort of fire that didn't so they kicked you out instead of dealing with the problem. Classic. Yeah, I was the fall. I 100% believe that I was the fall guy for management not wanting to fix something. And the issue. Should I also add a 300 plus? Yeah, it's linked in the server. The issue is I don't care about the money that I'm owed. I care about. I loved working there. Genuinely. I would mop my machine. I would clean it. Every single thing others people didn't do because they didn't care anymore, I would do. I would make sure my colleagues had everything they need. I would make sure that everything was done. Every time someone came up to me and complained about my work, I redid myself and I went for it. I made sure everything was clean. I made sure everything was correct. Every time they had something to say, I corrected myself. And then I make one mistake. They give me 1 week to change basically everything. And then this gets through, which I don't even know if it was before that talk or after. And then this happens. And I'm pretty sure they planned for it because they didn't approve all my vacations. They put someone extra in the shift with us. So yeah. Do you know work on a newspaper? No, hey, don't meow. I print paper. So sounds like they must have been looking for a scapegoat in case something goes wrong. You decided to shut you down the stick. Yep. What channel is the mod pack? It's in gaming or in the announcements. Just look up Pebblecraft. It sucks. I loved working there. I love the people there. I love my machine. It's a nice machine. I love that I was about speaking your situation publicly may have backlash, etc. What are they gonna do? I already accepted my mistake and I said I don't have any animosity towards them, but defamation's only one suit away. Meh. I'm not naming them. And nobody knows where I worked. I'm not gonna still look into them. I called with my union. My union's looking into it and they don't like that I'm doing this, but I just need to get it out of my system, I guess. Because it does suck. Okay, it's not factory work. That's the thing. It's not just... It's so... I have a machine in front of me, and I have to control ink, water, paper, I need to make sure it folds correctly. I need to make sure it falls nice. I need to make sure the density is fine. The LIB things. How did you work there? A year. Not defamation to explain what happened. That too. Unions rule. Unions do rule. My union was also there at my firing. They didn't say shit. Nice guitar amps. Can you show the guitar setup? Yeah, sure. It's I got a BC Rich over there. That's my bass, and that's my normal one. And I need some new ones because I haven't played in a while. I worked there for a year and a half. And they just needed a reason to fire someone, I guess. Is there tech? It's tech. It's a situation where you'll surely find something else soon. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not doubtful in a way. It's just that I'm just in the process of getting my driver's license. I only have a bike. I can't go too far. Good luck with union. Thank you. It just sucks. I had good people there. I came into work smiling. I said good morning to everyone I saw. I never complained. I was the only one. There is one job in particular that I am the only one, and one other person. I am the only one certified to do it. Every time there was a difficult issue, there was a difficult order with perforations, it would be for me. I would do the one. And then you complain to me that the only fucking thing that I do wasn't good enough and that was a mistake, and then I correct it, and then you throw me out. Yeah, sure, man. Okay, sounds good. Time to make a music channel with covers. I mean, if I could sing, sure. Your country is not sanctioned like mine, so you can probably freelance. Yeah, but the thing with freelancing is that if I would have to do it in second job, because main job, if I do it in main job, Belgium would almost take 45% of all my income as taxes. So yeah, that's not a good option. I need to do it in like secondary job, because that's only 15%, which would mean I had to have a main job. So we'll see how that functions, but it just sucks. Like I said, mainly this stream serves as me just the music channel. The villagers going, ha ha ha. So they fired you for a mistake you fixed. No, they fired me for a mistake I mentioned twice. The union mentioned 5 times to them, and the response was, or the alleged response was, it takes too long to fix it. You gotta understand, we are probably the most paid employee on that work floor. We're printing press operators. I'm yet to figure out the difference between Belgium and Birmingham. People in Birmingham are very angry. People in Belgium are just very meh. I've always thought your character is some sort of steel. No, he's a rock. You gotta understand that what we do is very precision oriented, and we have a form of what is it called? Expectation, and a form of responsibility. If something goes wrong, we are responsible. That's why we're paid so much, to make sure that we don't make mistakes. And that's also the reason why everything is our mistake. As a printing press operator, you're the most paid in that field. If something goes wrong, I'm sorry, but someone who doesn't know what the fuck they're saying is going to say to you, like, that's your fault, you're an idiot, you shouldn't be paid this much because you make mistakes. Not knowing that when my ink runs dry, it can be a numerous amount of factors. It could be my ink rolls being, I can't come on the English term, but being filled with water. Water and ink separates each other. It can be that my water is just dirty. Could be that my water application rollers are just dirty. Could be that the ink is bad quality. Could be anything. And that's why you are always the one getting fired, because you have you earn the most. You mentioned you paid well. Maybe try to scale down and hire someone that gets paid less. I don't want to hire someone to get paid less. What I pay is already very, very low. I hired Drowned because he's my best friend, and he knows what he's doing, and he could use the money. He's currently also unemployed, and the money that I send every month to him helps him out a lot. That's also why he gets part of the cut of the sponsorship deal with Lagless, because I want to share. I'm not a money-centric person. But at this point, you need money to live, right? I don't know, man. Also, chat is reporting disabled. No, you can report. Is chat reporting disabled? No. In the Minecraft server? Yeah. So freelance tax seems to be funny as an autonomous tax here in Spain. Yeah. I mean the company, I think, not you playing less. Oh. They tried to scale. Yeah. We recently got. No, I'm not gonna say anything because that might say who it is. But there are reasons why they would have to downsize. Sorry. I read that totally wrong. Sorry for that. Sounds like they were saying the company wants to hire someone lower paid. I mean, yeah, there's a kid there who was waiting for his turn on the presses for like I think half a year. And I just went up to him and I said, "Okay, it's your turn now. I'm gone. Take care of my Heidi," which is the name for my press. And he just went like, "What's the fun without you, man?" And I literally started crying. I just, I don't know. Are you considering a role similar to the one you held at your previous company? Yes, I am. I am. I want to be a press operator because I love being a press operator. I love doing it. I love what I do. I can literally rant about presses for an hour. And maybe for April 1st video, I will make a video where I rant for an hour or make like a printing press thing. I can give you the detailed history of how the offset press was made into production. I can name you every single bolt on my press. That's how happy I was there and how much I love my job. Mom tells Cygnus it's my time to play with the big roller machine. Nice. Press review. I could do press reviews. Literally could. If you want my opinion, Heidelbergs are the best. KBA is good for for cardboard because they have the free spinning rubber. Komori is just cheap Asian bullshit. What else? I think Ryobi is up there, but they are taken over by Manroland. Manroland are very good for rotation. Ryobi is their offset press offering, I believe, and Ryobi is okay. It's funny because you can, like, in Heidelberg, you have to screw everything loose, and in Ryobi, it's just like, tick, and you can take, like, a giant 100-meter fucking thing. Spinny rubber thing, yes. Let's become a printing press channel. I could. I'm doing it now, I know. It's fucking... Don't rant about printing presses. You can ask Emma. I ranted in Emma. Smooth operator. I can't sing for shit, but yeah. Smooth operator, basically. But yeah, just came here. What happened? I got fired is what happened, Miguel. I made a mistake. I printed 50 grams on an order for 40 grams paper, printing in a paper, which was not accepted by the customer. The issue that I reported caused me to print on 50 grams and that's 40 grams, and they fired me because of that. I'm willing to bet Yamaha also makes presses. No, they don't. Full artistic rant video. I mean, yeah. As someone who last week discovered I have a shop in my city that does A0, A3 printings. I'm loving all the printer talk. Those are usually digital. Those are usually Canons or Kodaks that do that. They're like the digital printers. What I did was like a physical printer, which was like 6 meters long and had like 4 towers and was physical thing. Is there a way to pin an explanation? If I would write it, yes, but it is way too complex to put it into writing and say like, yo, this is the actual reason. Damn, ain't that a stupid reason to fire someone? Yeah, it's basically one issue. How'd you came across that job? I had a burnout at my previous job because someone kept bullying me. And with bullying, I mean driving a different route than they usually do, just so they can honk at me and then check like, hey, did you hear me honk? And if I didn't, they would rant at me and rave at me that I should be able to hear them honk. OBS title text overlay. And I was burned out from that job, and then I applied to a lot of jobs, and then that one opened up, and they wanted me in. So yeah, that's how I did that. My girlfriend just texted me, no corn hoodie at the Ghost concert. Come on! But yeah, by the way, the server isn't connecting. Should have, there's a new EIP, by the way. You should find it in the thingy. Server is online. Burrow was playing create print mods IRL, yep. What? It was a lot of paper or small batches matched up. If it was hardly any money, then yeah, that's silly. Yeah, that order was worth a lot of money, but it was one of their bigger customers, which I can't name. Which also just said that, like, I don't know what was said, what was done. They just sent it back. So paper is expensive. Paper is expensive. I think that order was like in the orders of magnitude more expensive than you think it is. Hey, Kiar. Paper is free and open. Shut up. I made that joke in my paper video. But yeah, I don't know. I think, how long have I been streaming for? Yeah, 58 minutes. What? Okay, so a few things I would like to mention. Even though I appreciate everyone who donated, this is not a stream to beg for money. If you do want to support me, you want something in return, you can go to Lagless. If you want to support me with getting access to all the interviews I've ever done, 25 full interviews, they're on the Patreon, linked also below. If you really want to support me without any money, you don't need to spend any money on me. It's just watch the videos that come out. This month is going to be crucial to see if I can actually do this stuff. And it will be my responsibility if it doesn't. But yeah. Bit of ranting, yeah. Still silly. Depends on how expensive the mess up was. It's not really the expensive part. It's the fact that I already said twice that this would happen, and they have safety guards in place that should prevent this, which weren't functional at the time, which led me to make this mistake, which I've already prevented the same mistake twice. So yeah, that's the issue. And it's just that I had to leave behind a very good workplace, a very good colleagues that I will miss very hard. I'm already kind of missing them today. I'm not gonna lie. It's been hard, like, not being able to talk to the person that I've been talking to the entire time. I have my wonderful girlfriend who has been my supporting. Are you okay? I don't know. I'm trying to be okay, but I have my wonderful partner who I've also met at that job. Who one of the lights of my day was when we were in different shifts. She would come in, and I would be able to go to her, because we're not living together at the moment. She's coming to live with me in August. But we had that 5 minutes of, like, changing shifts that I would able to see her. I don't have that anymore. I don't have my friends, because these colleagues were more than colleagues for me. They were friends. I helped renovate a house with one of them. I had my 25th birthday. I celebrated with a few of them. One colleague are still, like, coming to hang out, but I don't get to see them. I'm not there anymore, which is sad. Dude, call them and try to hang out to get my high school constantly with hangout plans. I am going to. A lot of people have added me on Facebook, which is funny. But I am going to try and keep in contact with them, because yeah, it sucks. Really sucks. I'm really grateful for like what I learned from them, which I also said. I said to everyone, even the CEO, like, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for, and I mean it. Thank you for allowing me to learn the wonderful things that I've learned here, because this is a state of the art press factory, and it's been a wonderful time. Sadly, those things come to an end, and I have no other choice but to find another job. But for you guys specifically, I'm going to try and be uploading a lot, but it's been rough, if I'm not lying, and I hope you can forgive me when I missed the mark a few times. I do want to thank everybody who supports me. That's the God honest truth. And I don't even believe in God, so I shouldn't be saying it, but that's just the real thing. As far as parasocial religions go, I really enjoyed this one. That's not what I meant to do, man. Anyway, this is probably not gonna go up as a VOD because I don't want anything, but there will be a written explanation in Discord if you really want to know why I was fired. But for now, yeah. Focus up, my guys. Stop overthinking and get your stuff together. They'll call you back if this decide to want to. I don't want my job back. I don't want it. Because now I'm always going to have the fear of them fire me again. If I could, I would go back to the time that I made that mistake and stop it, but I can't. So now it's trying to find a new job and trying to not lose my house, you know? Like, I have reserves, but that's not the plan of the reserves. I was planning to renovate the house. I was planning to do a lot of new stuff. But yeah, that's all on hold. So what are the plans other than a new job? I don't know. Making sure that I have the roof over my head and upload content, huh? Let's talk about that. Yeah. In terms of content, a cool new thing that I am going to do is I'm going to verify everything I say about hosts with a third party independent from me, so that I am not biased because my paying relationship with Legolas, right? Bro, just fork your own paper company. Just fork and add some safety flag. It's a nice one. At least it happened before you started renovations. That is very true. And on that positive note, I want to thank you all for being here. I'm sorry I rambled a little bit. This is a little bit not what you would get from a Minecraft YouTuber, I suppose. But I do want to say that it helped. So thank you for being my free therapy. You even paid me to be my therapy session. But no, in all seriousness, thank you. Especially in these times, everybody who watches, individually, for YouTube, you don't matter. But for me, you do. Everyone who I see in this chat, if you comment a lot, I recognize your name. I have a good name retention. But I value every single one that watches. You're not a number for me. I don't look at the congested numbers. I look at the full number, and every single one of them I am grateful for. But I think I'm gonna go because I got a concert and I need to cook before my girlfriend whoops my ass in a loving way, not in that way. Get your mind out of the gutter. But will you review my host? Maybe. Who knows? I could say pay me, but that would put me in so much ethical questions. I'm not even gonna make the joke. I think that will be it for today. I want to say thank you again, and I'm gonna go cook. Let him cook.